Relax, 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 relax. That's fine, fine, fine. What is good, Vibe Gang? It is your boy Ray here with another one. Now, Ren dropped this, and I missed it because I was doing videos, and I was going through through YouTube, and I see that he already did the stream and all that stuff, or the premiere to this video, explaining about the whole situation. Now, I want to react to it because I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I've been hearing what was going on with the Cujo beats. I seen the post that he put up. I read that and everything, but this is a video of Ren breaking the whole thing down. So I was gonna watch it and then I was gonna go on to do the rest of the reactions and story time with Ray. But I was like, you know what? Before I watch it, let me just watch it with everybody just to get the conversation going, because Sick Boy was one of my, pretty much in my earlier Ren day, when I first started listening to Ren, Sick Boy, I believe, was, if not first, second song that I reacted to his. And I love it. And Sick Boy really, really, really has a meaning behind it about how he got screwed over with he's telling his story. And because of a beat and all this other stuff came in the way, it was bullshit. But let's hear what Ren's got to say about the situation. And Federico, cut the beat. Leave, man. Ren, go ahead, bro.
This is a video that I never, ever really wanted to have to make, but it's very important for me that I do. All the time, artists all over the world pour their souls into their work, and that work is tainted by money or greed. A lot of you will have been asking me the question why Sick Boy has disappeared now, as well as YouTube on streaming services. It's a video that was very close to me. It's a video that told my story about my health. It's a video that told the story of many other people who have been gaslit by the medical community. It's a story of greed in the music industry, ironically, funnily enough. It's also a song that I poured tens of thousands of pounds into for a music video, for promotion. It was also the leading title of the only #1 album that I've got, so I was very, very proud of it. And we'll no longer have that song, guys. And I want to go into the reasons why. Also, I do recommend sticking around to the end of this video, because I've got a very exciting announcement about all of this that relates to all of this right at the end. People who have been following me for a while, they'll know the sort of person I am, they know the principles that I have, and they'll know how I treat other independent artists. So they'll know why it was so important for me to have to make this video. And I want it to be as unbiased as possible. Obviously, I'm emotionally affected by it, and that may leak in, right? But I want to share entire clips of these conversations so there can be no doubt. Also, if Cujo and his girlfriend want to share any more screenshots of either of those conversations, I encourage them to, because I believe that this should all be public knowledge, so there can be no doubt. Rather than taking people's words from it, I would like them just to see transparently what has happened here. To give context for all of this, back in 2022, I buy a beat from BeatStars, right? For anyone who doesn't know, BeatStars is a platform that connects producers to artists who need beats. I do produce most of my own work, but I wanted to find some hip-hop beats for inspiration. What I would usually do is buy a beat, arrange it slightly differently, tweak it myself, add my own vocals, add my own layers and stuff like that. I find this banging beat, right, from a producer called Cujo Beats, which I buy an unlimited license for. This is all very important to keep in mind for later on, right? I buy an unlimited license, which means that I am able to put it on all streaming platforms and get as many streams as I want, and all recording on platforms like YouTube, etc., right? After I do this, I send my YouTube guy that I work with, and I send the publishing team an email just giving them a heads up, being like, yo guys, I bought this beat, they need to be registered correctly, content ID needs to be turned off. I'll put a clip of that. I'm putting screenshots of those messages here just in case Cujo claims I never did this. I did do this. I also went the extra mile and messaged the team and said, look, we need to credit him on Spotify credits and stuff like that as well, because sometimes artists don't always fully credit producers. I think that I forgot to do it in the YouTube description for like the first month or two, and then I updated it and then he was fully credited the whole time, right? That was just a lapse because there was a lot going on. I was in Canada treating and stuff. But anyway, he was credited fully, like very soon in, everywhere. And as far as I was aware, registered everywhere. So I don't think anything of it, right? Also, in the BeatStars contract, it says very clearly that the person selling you the beat has to own the beat. And if there are any elements of the beat that he doesn't own, he has to let you know. This is very important to remember for what is to follow as well, right? So yeah, I think there's no problems. I buy the beat. I record a song. This is before things have blown up with my music, so I'm still pretty underground artist at this point. I record the track, put it out. I even get a message from him at some point, which is also important to remember because of the hypocrisy of this whole situation. Just like, wicked, I love the track. Okay? Remember that too. Before I begin, I just want to add this. I have no problem with BeatStars. I think they're a very innovative company who actually help people make art, which I'm very, very passionate about. I think the contracts and the things you're getting into could be clearer because we're now in a situation negotiating older tracks bought from BeatStars. I would love to talk to the... If anyone from there is watching, I imagine they will be at some point. I would love to talk to the CEO, founder of BeatStars, face to face. Just because I want to understand how something like this could have happened, and I want to understand why it escalated the way it did, because from what I've heard, he's someone who cares a lot about artists, and someone who creates a platform like that, I think must be very passionate about music. I'd love to chat to you if you're listening, and I'd love to figure out why this happened and how we can stop things like this happening in the future.
Ren is too nice. Why y'all niggas fucked it up? That was his Slim Shady. No. That was his Hi, My Name Is. That song made me fall in love with this man as an artist and go down his ride, just like it did with everybody else. And to think that this man, not only does he have to deal with his personal shit, but now he has to deal with everybody else's miss whatever. And the only one that I see that is losing in this is Ren. He even said it in the beginning when he put it out. He fucked up and didn't tag him or whatever, so he could get the credit. That's why I tag all the artists that I react to. I tag them so they could get the credit. So so it'll be easier for people to find them and subscribe to them and whatever the case is. Putting him in the credits, putting him as a person that is collabing with you to go do this because that's his beat, whatever the case. He's giving this man credit. On top of that, bought the fucking beat. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro.
If you're listening, and I'd love to figure out why this happened and how we can stop things like this happening in the future. I also think that there needs to be a bit more stringent checks on if people are selling unlicensed samples, because then things tend to get...
It falls on Cujo beats. It doesn't fall on Rent. Cause that's crazy. I just hate how this whole fucking thing works, bro. I'm very familiar with it because the YouTube, the reactions that I do are similar to what, like if I react to a person's song and I'm not licensed to own that song or anything, it gets demonetized, and I get zip, I get zilch, I get nothing, which is fine, it's whatever, but we do put a lot of time, us reactors put a lot of time, just like the artists put a lot of time in working and making a project. And doing something for entertainment purposes or whatever. There's a lot of time that goes behind this. It's not just get on the camera, record. It's a lot more to do behind it. So if you're not understanding that and saying, hey, okay, this is a mess up, give Cujo his whatever it is that he's getting out of it, give Ren whatever he wants out of it, and call it a day. Somebody fucked up in this, and it wasn't Ren. Ren was buying a beat off of a producer on that platform, and now the song got taken down because there was a sample in there that shouldn't be in there. I need to know who the hell these people are. I ambush them with emails. See, man, this is just a what you call it, a roadblock in Rent's life that Rent's gonna overcome, and he's gonna keep it. He's already keeping it pushing. So what? He just dropped? Y'all didn't hear it? Him and Chris Webby? Cause y'all dumb. That's why. I'm sorry. I got somewhere else for a second. Give me
a little bit sticky like they have here. Anyway, that's it. I have no problem with BeatStars because I'm not interested in going to war with them, because I think that it's really cool that there's a platform like that exists for artists and producers to be connected. Just thought I'd put that out there, make that clear. Right, so I arrive home from Canada after a 1.5 year long treatment of treating brain damage and autoimmunity, which a lot of you will know if you've been following my journey. And I'm expecting a nice 2 weeks with my mates before I do my first ever solo show in 5 years because of my health. So I'm just like, I want a nice chill time. I want to be able to focus on rehearsing and stuff. Very early on, I wake up to a message saying, yo, your song Sick Boy has been taken down. So I look at it, and sure enough, it's been copyright striked from this guy Cujo Beats' channel. And initially I'm like, oh, this just must be some automatic fuck up. So like, I don't take it too seriously. I send him a message like, yo, there must have been a technical error or something here. No response for 2 days. So I'm like, what's going on? So I check his channel, and then I see a comment of that beat that he licensed me, and I see a comment that's like, Ren has left me no choice. I'm sorry that I had to do this. And I'm like, okay, so this was intentional. Like, what? Like, the last conversation I had with this guy was months ago, with him being like, yo, big up your work, it's sick. So I'm like super confused about it. So I send him another email like, dude, what's going on? Again, I get absolutely no response. So I put a comment on his YouTube comment section, and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get hold of you. Why are you ignoring me? Like, I just want to resolve this amicably. What's going on? Finally, I get a response on Instagram. And for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put all of these responses in their full form so that there can be no doubt as to what happened. I'm just going to read out like the key moments and explain the key moments. But if anyone's like interested in deep diving so there can be no doubt as to what's happened here, feel free to pause it. If Cujo and his girlfriend, like I said, feel like I've left anything out, they are welcome to post it. I have nothing to hide about this situation.
See what he's talking about? See what I'm talking about? Just gotta be a real nigga. That's all you gotta be. You just gotta be a real nigga. And Ren is showing right there being real. Yo, post whatever you got, and I'm gonna post what I got. If you feel like I'm what I'm saying is not right, see what happens when you hit people with facts, though. You hit people with facts, they can't do nothing about it. Because whatever you go and post is the same thing that he posted. Because he's showing you the full conversation of what you had. I don't know who this Cujo Beats is, man, but my mans need to, sit down with Ren away from the cameras, have a conversation, figure this shit out. Because Sick Boy was one of his best shit that he's ever done. Video, song, everything, the meaning, the content behind everything. Boy,
so I feel like I've left anything out, they are welcome to post it. I have nothing to hide about this situation. So he responds, and he tells me that he's been talking to my lawyer for months, which I have no idea about. I've been in Canada. And he seems like quite a nice guy initially, so I'm like, okay, maybe this has all just been a misunderstanding. I remember even saying to like Connor and that, I was like, this has probably just been a misunderstanding and something's gone wrong here. Don't worry. He seems like you're alright, dude. We will sort this out. But then after that little exchange, I noticed a comment in the YouTube comment section on his video saying that I'm lying about the situation, when I thought that we like on the same page here. So I pull him up on it, and he's like, oh no, I didn't say you were lying, when he clearly did. That should have been like the first red flag for me, but still giving him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, okay, maybe another misunderstanding. Anyway, so I contact my lawyer to find out what the hell's happening, because I'm in the dark about all of this situation. And he explains to me that I've been sold a beat with a stolen sample, with an unlicensed sample, and that the Bulgarian choir sample owners had chased him and gone, look, you've used this beat without permission, you've used this sample without permission, and so you need to give us 50% of the publishing split. And what my lawyer's done, because we were sold a beat in good faith and it wasn't actually cleared, he's reached out to Cujo and gone, look, I think you need to absorb this for selling this in bad faith, basically. And they've gone, no, we're not going to absorb that. And then it's escalated, and they've, I think because my lawyer was being slightly...
So that part of the song, right? is a Bulgarian beat. And they went after Cujo because Cujo put that sample into one of the beats that he made. So it falls on Cujo. He sold the beat with a sample that was from somebody else. And he didn't get cleared to use. So he's selling it. He sold it to Rent so Rent could use it. So now Rent's getting all the blunt of it and he's not absorbing nothing? No, the lawyer's absolutely right. That's on you, bro. You're the one that used that sample. When you were in your DJ booth, you were the one that said, oh, that sample's fire. Let me add this to this beat. Ren didn't do that. Ren heard the beat and said, yo, that shit's fire. Here, hold that. I'm going to use that for this. So how is Ren in any way, shape, or form at fault for that? And then for Ren buying the beat and then Cujo giving him a copyright strike? You were in trouble with the people that you used that sample for, and you're attacking Ren. Why? Because he's not going to take down the shit that he made? Look, Ren is such a nice guy that I'm pretty sure if Cujo would have contacted him and said, yo, this is what's going on. The beat that I made, I used a sample that I didn't know. It was somebody else's and da-da-da, and now they came after me and all this other stuff. I'm going to give you a beat on love. Just change it up or change up that beat where that's not going to be there. You could have gave him a heads up. That's what business that's a business transaction that you guys did. So you guys are business partners. So, hey, do me a favor. And Ren probably would have done something to make it worth your while so you won't get fucked and he won't get fucked. Cujo Beats he ain't doing business right, man. He moving funny.
It's escalated, and I think because my lawyer was being slightly slow with the responses, they also, keep in mind, I don't know any of this is happening right now. To get my attention, they issue a copyright strike on the video, which affects my YouTube channel, by the way. Facts. And the video gets taken down, right? As a form of leverage, which is a bizarre way of dealing with things.
So because the lawyer said, because he's a lawyer, right? He went to school for this shit. How is this in any way, shape, or form our problem? How? It ain't our problem. It sounds like it's your problem. That's why the lawyer wasn't getting back to him. So since his lawyer wasn't getting back to him, he gonna come over here. But the lawyer should have, as soon as he found out this was going on, the lawyer should have contacted Ren right away, though. And said, hey, just a heads up, this is what's going on. Maybe Ren could have put it private and it wouldn't affect it. I get the copyright strike until he figured what's going on to see they come with a resolution and then put it back up with whatever edit he needed to do. That's the right way to do it. So lawyers should have told Ren off rip what was the fuck was going on. And yeah, Ren was going through treatment and everything, but Ren has a cell phone and he receives email. And Ren could get an email or a text from his lawyer. All you have to put is urgent, get back to me. That's it. So the lawyer kind of fucked up too, but that's not how you do business, bro.
As a form of leverage, which is a bizarre way of dealing with things, I think, because it would have been a good idea to contact me, maybe, like anyone first, if this was getting so, like, blown up. Like, exactly. Maybe the lawyers, maybe Cujo could have actually reached out to me, the artist. Nobody did. So I found that a bit bizarre. Any fucking way. Then I read another comment that Cujo's posted, calling me a coward to pay the royalties he's owed. And I'm like, what royalty? That's also, in my head, the publishers are just paying him the money, and now the situation has to change until everyone agrees on it. But I wasn't even privy to that conversation about what a fair split should be yet. So I was like, what? I don't owe you. I don't owe this guy money. Like, there's no master splits on the BeatStars contracts, by the way. So all money that comes in to Cujo, which should be paid to Cujo, rightly so, comes from the publisher, which is nothing to do with me, by the way. I explained this so many times in this conversation, by the way, and he's adamant to say, probably short of like 50 times, pay me my money. I am nothing to do with his money, right? So it's a very bizarre thing to keep saying, but I try to explain that to him patiently, never really takes it in. Anyway, he calls me a coward on this comment, so I pull him up on that. This actually starts to then rub me up a little bit. So I'm like, I pull him up on that. It's saying like, the hell, like, cowardly. Anyway, I'm still giving him the benefit of the doubt at this point. Anyway, despite this, I feel like he's probably just misinformed, so I still take his side on it, and I go on to reassure him he'll get paid his publishing money because I want him to get paid his publishing money. Doesn't affect me in any way. So like, I was like, yeah, I'll chase it up for you. I let him know that I'm happy to split publishing if there's a bit of a grey area, and I'm kind of reassuring him. It's really important to remember this, by the way, guys, because some of the lies that are posted later make me out to be really unreasonable. So I'm like, yo, if there's some simple mistake, let's split the publishing.
I'm just reading.
And it's cool. I'm happy to do that. Yeah. Anyway, so he comes back to me and lies more. He says, it's always up to the performer to clear the sample. It's not, it's up to the producer. But unless there's been a conversation. But in this case, as you can see, we're willing to make concessions for you to get your fair share. So actually, it's me making the concessions here because he sold a stolen sample. And I'm like, you know what? You can still have some publishing split, right? So like, I'm actually being the one that's being quite reasonable here, and he's flipped on his head like, we'll be good to you, you know, because I've done nothing wrong in this situation. Anyway, I was like, and then he says, I was under the impression you would have received a warning. I had no idea that the video would be completely taken down. Another lie, as you'll see soon.
If a publishing... See, man, that's why you can't... Ren, from this point on, do your own beats, bro. That's why it's hard to work with anybody, bro. It's hard to work with anybody. That irritates the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I like when they have to deal with this type of shit, pisses me the fuck off.
I had no idea that the video would be completely taken down. Another lie, as you'll see soon. He and his lawyer agreed to take this video down as a form of leverage. It was our only possible negotiation tactic to get a response. Maybe message me. They're scratching their head. How can we get a response? Okay, we'll take his...
This nigga's not answering me back! You text him? No! You called him? No! How about an email? No! I called his lawyer. You got his number? Yeah! Why didn't you just call him? No! Dumbass motherfucker.
Message me. They're scratching their head. How can we get a response? Okay, we'll take his video down, issue a copyright strike, which also, I didn't actually violate the contract. Not intentionally. So, the only possible tactic, dude, message me. Send me an email. Like, you've messaged me before to tell me that you love my work. So, like, send me an email about this. Anyway, he says he also wants to wrap it up immediately and get the song back online. Another lie, as you will see later on, because he decides to stick to his guns and use the video as leverage. Anyway, the plot thickens. I get an email from their lawyer, and I'm not going to share it in case they start claiming I'm sharing things I'm not supposed to. But I get an email, and it says, on top of the publishing split, they want a £3,000 payment, right? They want a 15% retroactive split of the master, which has nothing to do with publishing, which means like 15% of everything the song has ever made since it came out. Retroactively, so since it's come out to this moment and then into the future, when I've paid for an unlimited sample, unlimited license beat, and with that you're talking money from record sales, you're talking money from streaming things, you're talking all of that when they haven't put any effort into promoting the song. He's made a beat and he's stolen part of the beat, and he wants 15% of everything the song has ever made for that, plus a £3,000 advance. Out of principle, I wasn't going to give him that. But because like may have been slightly open to negotiations if they hadn't used the song as leverage and actually treated me like a decent person. I hadn't put like it lies about the situation, right? But nah, out of principle, I wasn't going to agree to that. And also to clarify, when I've been in rooms with producers and we've made a song from scratch, I've done a lot of like 50-50 splits, or I've done like 25-75, or with other collaborated artists, we just agree on a split that's like 50-50, 25. So, you know, like 15% isn't outrageous, right? What's outrageous is that they already sold it with an unlimited license right from the get-go. So you go into BeatStars thinking, I'm buying an unlimited license for this much money, right? And I was broke at the time when I bought that beat. So it's like you go into the situation buying something, and then later on down the line it can come back and sting you if they go, oh, this slight thing, well, we found a loophole here, which means then now you owe us all this money, right? So it's like, it was kind of unfair, because say you buy a painting off somebody for £10, and then the price of it rises exponentially because maybe the painter dies or something, or he becomes really popular. You don't then just go back to the person you sold it to and go, oh, that painting's worth like 20 times more now, give me a bit more money for it, because the transaction's been done. And that's kind of how I felt about the BeatStars thing. It wasn't about me losing money, it was about the principle of like, we've stepped into this agreement, and I was in full faith thinking I was buying an unlimited sample, but that's unlimited license, sorry, but that's not actually what's happened, is it? Right? And it says that if I don't agree to this, they're within their right to claim 100% of the song because I have breached something in the contract, right? Now, this is what I breached. Apparently Content ID was turned on the track, okay, on YouTube. As you'll see from my earlier on in this video, I actually specifically requested Content ID was turned off, and my YouTube guide did turn it off. There has been something to do with the distribution where somewhere along the line, even after I specifically requested this, it may have gotten turned on at some point, right? Where this doesn't actually make any money, which we've got proof of, because I actually let reactors, I let content creators monetize their own videos where they're reacting to my songs. I've done this since the start because I believe that everyone should get paid. It helps promote me. I'm not losing out. Everyone's a winner. A rising tide lifts all ships, baby. So like,
bruh. Shout out to the reactors.
I'm like, they're using this as leverage, but legally, but thus is the world. They actually had something to lean on with that. So they were like, look, if you don't agree to these terms, 15% retroactive master split, this share on publishing, and a £3,000 advance against the master, we're going to take 100% of what you own. At this point, I'm obviously pretty annoyed, which is pretty understandable, right? Anyway, at this point, they've got my attention, so there's no reason they need to use the video for Sick Boy as leverage, right? So I give them a fair warning. I'm like, mate, if you don't put the video back up on Friday, I'm going to have to put a public post explaining why it's down. And I give him a fair warning, which is also important to remember, because later on he plays the victim, saying that I've put a post encouraging my fans to bully him, which I didn't. I gave him a fair warning about it. I never once encouraged them to bully him. I just needed to explain why my video was down, because this was proper.
See the problem when you're dealing with somebody that you don't know? He don't know Ren. He don't know what type of personality Ren is. He doesn't know what type of real dude Ren is. If Ren, oh my God, this irritates me because I love Ren and I love what he's doing with the music scene. I love the type of person that he is. He's inspiration to a lot of people and to myself. And when I see something like this happen to somebody that doesn't deserve it, it pisses me off when you're dealing with a whole bunch of this dude probably doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, to be honest with you. And Kuyo Beats, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Because this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. He got the timestamps, baby. See how it is when you talk with facts and can't say much. You just have to sit there. Fuck out of here, man. Go, Ren.
Stressing me out, and I feel like I didn't want to be silenced about the whole situation. But the time comes around, I put the post out, and I'm always still thinking for like a positive solution here. So I have like a brainwave of like, oh, I've got a brilliant solution, right? So I approach him and I'm like, dude, look, I know that things got complicated here, but out of principle, I don't really want to budge on the master split for this thing, but I've got a much better idea, because a lot of my fan base are like now giving him, because I put the public post out, a lot of my fan base is giving him grief, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want this guy's life to get ruined because of this. Like, despite how frustrated it's made me, I don't want this guy to get ruined. I don't want him to get abused about it. I just want him to get the song back. That was the thing. So like, I sent him a message. I'm like, dude, look, I thought of a thing, because I am a man of principle. I didn't want to bend to threats and stuff about the song being claimed 100%. So I'm like, I've got a much better idea. Let's make a song. We'll split it 50-50 down the middle. Master, publishing, everything. A song from scratch. Then if we do that way, it'll be like a fuck you to the industry. Yeah, you and me on a track. You'll make way more money this way because it's 50-50. You'll also get my fan base on your side. It's going to be a great thing, because I'm always like, I want to look forward. I don't want to look backwards. I don't want to look at all these things that happened in the past. I'm like, this is actually going to make him even more. And he rejected it. He turned it down, which I still think to this day is a bit of a silly move given what happened and what had happened next. But it's a shame, man. And if you're watching this, you really should have taken that. I'm sure you are watching it. You really should have taken that deal. It was brilliant. Not only would it set you up with way more money, which is obviously what you most care about in this situation, but it also got loads of my fans on your...
You see how disgusted he was? That's all you care about is the fucking money. You don't care about the art. You don't care about none of that shit. You just care about your pockets. See, the other people that are coming at him, Ren, you have to understand, he can't back down now. He already has both his foot in. He can't back down now. That other people that are fucking claiming his shit, they want their money. They probably don't know nothing about you. They want his money. So he's gonna have to get it from you. It shows who's who in this situation. It definitely shows who's who in this situation. It's got the timestamps, baby. Oh, I love facts. Facts with milk, with oat milk. I have a fact sandwich.
Side, which would also set you up for all things that you release independently as well, and you'd have come out this looking good. Shame. I offered you that olive branch. I offered quite a few olive branches on numerous occasions, which you weren't interested in. Then after that, there's a post on Instagram saying that I've stolen samples from people, which is bizarre because I never have. So I send him a message being like, he said that a British artist has got in touch with him and been like, Ren steal samples, which is obviously complete made up bullshit, right? So I messaged him about that. I'm like, what samples have I stolen? The Vera Hall one that I just put out, totally cleared. We cleared that with publishing company because I actually don't like steal my samples. And then any covers that I've done.
Go ahead, Red. Go ahead, Red. Go ahead, Red. Red getting flustered. Red is getting flustered, bro. Come on, dog. He's giving you olive branch after olive branch, bro. You're never gonna meet a nicer person like him, man. If this dude, if Cujo Beats was dealing with anybody else, it would have been a different story. Ren is holding himself up. And he's not backing down. Like, no, fuck you. I'm trying to give you what you want, bro. Just put the song back up. Take the strike off. Because that Russian company was not the one that put that on him. He was the one that put the strike on him. So come on, bro. Can't be doing that.
Publishing company, because I actually don't like steal my samples. And then any covers that
but if you see Ren, they're not understanding that. They're not understanding that when he gave you that offer, let's make a track together and we're gonna split everything, masters, everything 50-50 down the fucking middle. To tell those motherfuckers that blocked Sick Boy, fuck you, and all that, and a bag of chips, right? You were gonna get a lot of the renegades. They're gonna be like, you know what? I like how they dealt with it. I like how they did business. Let's fuck with them again, and they're gonna fuck with you. And then there's a lot of other British artists that fuck with Ren and be like, yo, you know what? The way that Cujo Beats conducted himself, I'm gonna hit him off for something so he can get me a beat. And he's gonna start. He pretty much was setting you up with a chain of people to get you, to give you money, and give you views, and give you likes, and give you all this other shit. But you want to go this way where you're not making money, Ren ain't making money. So how are you winning in this, Cujo? You're losing at this. And now he's blowing up your spot with a whole bunch of bowl of facts with oat milk. And it's going to make your reputation even shittier with no artist is going to want to work with you. You can say whatever you want. I make the fire his beats and da-da-da-da. But if you handle yourself like a cornball, ain't nobody going to work with you. And that's just what it is. So where's that money at when ain't nobody buying shit from you? Or showing you love? Where's that money at? Oh, that's going to slowly go away. Because, yeah, okay, fine. You don't want the renegades to follow you because they abuse you, little bitch. Don't be pissed because we say a couple of things in your comment section that hurt your feelings. I saw the message. You say you was shook. Shook of what? Ain't nobody going to waste their time knocking on your door to beat you up over a song. Why were you shook? Nah, you could forget about them. Other people are seeing this situation go down, bro. We're not the only ones seeing it. You and your people and Rents people are not the only ones seeing this situation. Everybody is seeing it. Other artists, other companies. I respect the Ren for showing the cornball ways. That's cornball shit. It's cornball shit. You don't do that shit, bro. It's not how you conduct business. The fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy.
With publishing company, because I actually don't like steal my samples. And then any covers that I've done, they're just on YouTube. You're allowed to do that because there's a cover license on YouTube. So like, what are you talking about? To which he then just like ignores it, takes the post down, and then like, and then just goes on some other fucking tangent. So it's like kind of grasping at straws here to make me look like the bad guy. So we arranged to have this call with the lawyers and Cujo, and I'm actually really excited to have the call because it's the first time I can talk to Cujo face to face, deal with this like grown-ups, like adults, and talk to each other. But it's...
I'm gonna start saying adults now. That just changed. That nigga just changed my whole vocabulary. I'm an adult, not an adult. That's how us Americans say it. Adults. It just sounded cool when he said it.
Like grown-ups, like adults, and talk to each other. But it's not how it pans out. So we get on the call, and the first thing that happens is the lawyer just says, look, Ren, I think that you taking this public was very unprofessional. And I was like, hold on a second. I wasn't the person who took this public, first of all. Like, taking the video down is an aggressive move. And also, I didn't take it public, first of all. Cujo was commenting countless things on his YouTube before I even make the comment. Calling me a liar, a coward, a numb. So, like, to say that I took this public, nah, I just responded to...
See what happens when you don't do your research? Even lawyers don't know what the fuck they're doing. You can't come at a client like that, or not a client, but you can't go to the opposing person and all rip off the phone call start off with bullshit. All rip start off with shit that is not fact. People are crazy. I'm telling you, man, this whole world is going nuts.
A coward, a numb. So, like, to say that I took this public, nah, I just responded to what happened and then explained to my fans why the song was down.
Facts.
Those posts are still up for everyone to see. All the posts on his comments are still there for everybody to see. So first of all, it was kind of like we got into it straight away with me like having to be like, I put it straight and then everyone was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. The funniest thing about that call is Cujo was on it. He did not say a single word. Even when I like addressed him with questions.
How did I know?
His lawyer would interject and go, I can answer that. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to talk to the person who's like, you know, like an adult. I want to talk to this person. And then my lawyer there's even a moment where my lawyer's like, look, I want to address this question to Cujo. Do you actually feel like this situation is fair? He says nothing, and the lawyer interjects again. So for that whole call, which, you know, took about half an hour, 40 minutes, he didn't say a single word. And I thought that was disrespectful, given the circumstances. He later claimed that it was because he doesn't legally know enough and it should be between the lawyers. But no, man, like, regardless of your legal knowledge, we can still have a conversation like adults. Like, I'm not here to try and like intimidate or anything like that. I want to talk to you.
He had a lot to fucking say when he was fucking striking you and doing shit like that. Where's that energy? Where's that energy, Cujo? This whole situation is sickening. And it just shows you a little bit. Just a little bit of what these independent artists have to deal with behind the scenes. All we see is the magic that they made. We don't really comprehend the concept of the way what they have to deal with to give us the magic that they give us. And in some situations, this shit happens. It is what it is. I hear this all the time. I hang out and I talk to a lot of artists, and all I hear them say is, "Oh, you're gonna get the publishing. He has to pay for the publishing because it's a whole." And I just stay out. I'm like, nigga, I'm not a lawyer and I'm not a manager. I don't need to know any of that shit. But it's good to know, to follow something like this and understand what is really going the fuck on. And I mean, Rand is easy. You don't have to know what's going on. Rand can explain it to you to the point where you'll get every single thing that he's saying.
Like adults, like I'm not here to try and like intimidate or anything like that. I want to talk to you like a grown-up, brother. And that didn't happen. I wasn't afforded that luxury. I was talking a fair bit on that call about how I felt about the situation and what I felt was right. And I also said on that call that I didn't think that a retroactive split was right, because of all the reasons I've mentioned. But it is what it is, man. And then we came off the call and I felt pretty let down by it, to be honest. This is where the plot gets even more ridiculous, and I'm sorry this is a long video, guys.
It's all good, baby.
This is mad, and this is emotionally exhausting, this bit. So I read a bunch of comments on Instagram from this person talking about the contract, saying things that aren't actually in the contract. I'm like, who the f is this? So I message him and be like, yo, by the way, you're misinformed. The contract actually doesn't state that it's on me to clear the samples. Then I click on the profile, I realise that it's Cujo's girlfriend, so I immediately unsend all those messages. Because to be honest, look, he was getting grief from my fans, and I think to myself, you know what? He needs someone supporting him, even though that he's been an arsehole. I don't want to like start messaging his girlfriend and shit, whatever. I'll leave her out of this. But she sees that I've unsent the messages, and she instigates the conversation, says, have you done an oopsie? We start chatting for a long time. We'll put those messages up so that you can read it. It actually ends up being, it seems to me, like it's like semi-amicable after a while of talking to each other. Like you can pause this and read this if you want. It's like basically,
I ain't gonna lie to you. This is just me. I'm giving you 100. When I see messages like that, it bothers me. I don't like talking on the phone, and I don't like messaging on the phone either. I hate the phone. I hate talking on it. I hate being on it. I hate texting. I hate having a conversation through text because I don't know where your energy's at through text. A lot of things get misconstrued, the way things are put and the way things are said. So I hate having a conversation in text. I would rather talk on the phone, but at the same time, I don't like being on the phone for that long either. I just want to give you that little tidbit. My hand started itching. I felt like slapping the shit out of a squirrel. Leave me alone.
Brother, like you can pause this and read this if you want. It's like basically the long and short of it is like she feels like Cujo's been misrepresented and feels like it's a lot of the industry's fault, my lawyer's fault and stuff like that, which is kind of what Cujo feels like, right? She then threatens to break my kneecaps, which even though it's a little bit out of pocket, you know me, I laugh about it. The thing
Let's go. Let's go. She said she gonna break your kneecaps. Go ahead, Red. Oh my God. She said, or else. Leave him out of this. All right. If I take it public, I will make sure your boyfriend doesn't get grief, okay? Even though I don't feel like he's dealt with this perfectly, but I know you feel the same about me. Leave him out of this if you do, please. Look, or else I'm flying to London and breaking your kneecaps. I have nothing to gain crushing a producer's career.
thing that rubs me up about things like that is if that had been the other way around, I never actually once got violent about this situation. If that had been the other way around, they would have been like, Ren's such a violent, later on they would have been like, Ren's such a violent person, or using bully tactics, because they've spoken about like how I'm using bully tactics by simply talking about the situation publicly, transparently. She also gaslights me by saying, you know, like, imagine what would have happened if he had mental health issues. I have a very long list of mental health issues. I am the person with mental health issues. You're not considering what it does to my mental health, are you, when you take down a song that means that much to me?
Shorty need to sit the fuck down before Rand drop kicks. I'm just saying. Shorty needs to mind the neck. You don't know nothing about business, Shorty. Go to work, go hang out with your girls, go take care of whatever you need to take care of. Stay out of this. You shouldn't even be in the middle of this shit, because Ren is flaming you left and right, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because he's got you in there looking like a crazy ass fool. I think I'm gonna break this man's kneecaps, man. The renegades, they don't know. They don't know. This man has been through Lyme disease, bro. Like, what the fuck? Breaking the kneecaps, he's felt more pain than you've ever felt your whole entire life. Maybe if you would have heard Sick Boy, maybe you would have learned something, you dumb fuck.
A song that I've poured into, that I'm exposing a part of me that's very vulnerable about my health journey. Like, you're not considering that, are you? All I've done is post publicly about the situation. I've never told anybody to send you guys abuse or anything like that. And actually, if anybody's watching this right now, for clarity, even though I am very annoyed about the situation, I don't want anyone to send them abuse. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm annoyed about the situation, but it's done now. The song's down. It's gone. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'm not trying to ruin somebody's life over this. I'll have my own form of revenge, as you'll see at the end of this video. But
nigga, I forgot. I forgot he had a surprise for us at the end. I'm excited. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Why doesn't Rant, you know what I'm thinking about? Why doesn't Rant contact the owner of the sample? Because everything I heard, they're not going after Ren. They're going after him. After Cujo beats. Why doesn't Ren contact the actual people that own the fucking thing? Send them an email saying, hey, this is the situation that's going on. Yada, 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 yada. I don't give a fuck about him. Can you guys please, can I have the right to use this in my song? That's it. Fuck Cujo. And then take his ass to court to take the strike down. That's it. Take his ass to court. He has nothing to stand on. If this goes legal, he has nothing to stand on. There's no way in hell that he could win this out of court. When he was the one that made the beat, he was the one that stole the sample, he was the one that put it in the beat and sold it to Ren. They don't want that to go to court. If I would have took his ass to fucking court and fought for it to get that song back up. And him get nothing out of it. Because he already got the money that Ren paid him. See, I can't be in the time. I can't be nice like Ren. Ren is too nice. And thank God that he's not in the industry. Because he's way too nice for the industry. He'll have problems left and fucking right. Because how nice he fucking is. He's trying to be humble, and I respect it. And you a better man than me. I would have lost my fucking mind. Thank God I don't do music and I ain't got to deal with that shit. But it just feels, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Rants. And when I see one of my favorite artists get bamboozled like this, it hurts. And this is how I know how to show my fucking frustration. So if there's a fucking problem,
I'll have my own form of revenge, as you'll see at the end of this video. But I'm not trying to ruin anyone's life over this. So, like, if they say to me that I'm trying to incentivize stuff like that, I'm not, guys. I don't want you to go and abuse them, right? But it is up to me to talk about this situation fairly. So, like, we seem to make some middle ground. She's even talking to me about, like, her ADHD and knows that I've got ADHD and, like, you know, maybe we just got... And so I'm like, you know what? She seems pretty level-headed, right? So, like, cool. You know what, maybe these guys it's just a big misunderstanding and we can figure a way to amicably sort this out. And I say to her, look, yeah, I'm happy to split the publishing, but I don't really want to split the master out of principle because I bought this, right? You know, but then at this point I start being like, you know what, maybe I'll split some of the master for the future stuff just to get this out of the way, even though I don't believe I should because they've stolen the beat with a stolen sample. I'm like, if this just gets this over the line, I'm happy to split the future master. I even say that in the email thread to the lawyers and stuff, right? So I'm conceding a little bit here because I just want this situation done with. We end on a good note in this conversation. Then the next morning, I wake up to posts from her all over my Reddit lying about the contract, and then I see a comment on Anthony Ray's video where he's talking about the situation from her, saying this is what the contract says, and she made up she wrote a whole passage that wasn't even in our contract. It was completely made up. So after her being super nice to me behind the scenes in this conversation and feeling like we've read, I wake up to read this and I'm like, I start losing my mind, because I'm like, these guys, they're like, they pretend they're on my side, and then it's just like they publicly post all this stuff. So I'm like, I put her up on it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, first of all, this is defamation. You can't be out here like making up stuff that's not even in the contract, you know? So she's like, yeah, it's ridiculous. Right, so next I find a bunch of messages on Reddit from Cujo's girlfriend lying about the contract, which I'm going to put up here, which is actually very illegal, by the way. No, I won't be pressing charges over it. I just want to get this situation out of the way, but...
oh, man. They sometimes, Ren, sometimes these people need to learn their lesson the hard way. Sometimes you have to press fucking charges and start doing shit, because they're not going to learn. If it's not going to happen to you, it's going to happen to somebody else. I don't agree with that. Press fucking charges, because look what they're making you go through. And I know it's never going to be tit for tat, and I know there's such shit in there. No, you're taking legal action to somebody doing something stupid, and they need to fucking learn. Oh, dude. Oh, my God. Why is this any of her business?
So I'm just going to put all these up for you to pause and read if you want to. It's ridiculous, basically. She also says that I was obviously upset, so I wasn't the most cooperative. As you guys, if you skip back in this video, you'll see I was extremely cooperative when I found out what was going on. I was being very amicable when I was trying to offer Cujo solutions and being amazingly supportive and sympathetic. I refuse to fully acknowledge that a mistake on my end causing Cujo not to get paid was at the heart of all of this. It wasn't. A stolen sample was at the heart of all of this. Yes, the publishers, right, failed to correctly register Cujo, which wasn't anything to do with me. They've now remedied that, and there'll be a back payment for whatever percentage we end up on. No money's been lost here, right? That is something that was the publisher's fault, which I was very annoyed about, which I actually sent a message to the publishers about, explaining how annoyed I was about that situation, fighting for Cujo in that, when I didn't have to fight for Cujo because he was being a prick, right? So I sent that message to them anyway, fighting on Cujo's side, because despite all of this, I am a man of principle still, right? I kept threatening to sue and go public. No, I didn't. I wasn't threatening to sue. I did say I would go public if my song carried on being used as leverage. I gave them a very fair warning, because they didn't need to use the song, the video, as leverage, and they kept on doing that. That was because I kept getting hundreds of messages a day from my fans being like, where's the video, and I wanted to address it all at once, and I also felt like I was being treated extremely unfairly, right? I had to accept by giving up all my shares of the song in exchange for a fixed fee. Yeah, that was something between my lawyers. Ren took in public the next morning. Yes, I did.
This nigga got he didn't delete shit. You see, when you have conversations with motherfuckers like that, don't delete nothing. You know what I do? I ran into a couple of conversations. Like right now, I got a folder with a whole bunch of people's names on it that I am screaming like it's not cordial conversations that we're having. We're having crazy like bad conversations, and I screenshot everything. So they don't go back and delete what the fuck they wrote and then make some shit up. Oh, I got the originals, baby. I got the originals of every conversation I've had with any fucking fuckhead that's contacted me. And that's how you have to do it. You gotta keep that shit on you 100%. You never know who the fuck you messing around out here with. These motherfuckers out here are crazy. Okay, we're gonna read this. I'm guessing the blue is Ren. Ren got an iPhone? Fucking iPhone. I can't, stop! See, it works on the phone. I can't read the top one. So you guys chasing for a year, and Kuja told me that multiple times. I can go back, grab proof, hold up. What happened is has been asking somebody about his publishing for almost a year. Was proposed basically and pretty much ghosted him until the Bulgarian showed up at your door. Telling me that isn't true makes this situation 1,000 times more complicated. That's a fact. Okay, but wait. See, he's still trying to help him out. He's still trying to be the bigger person and try to do it. I'm not angry right now. I just woke up. I have a ADHD, so I have no fucking memory. That has nothing to do with you. Huh? More bullshit.
Right, let's take this home now. At this point, I've just lost all amicability, right? I'm pissed off. I messaged Kujo's girlfriend and him saying, it's the first time I've threatened to sue, but I'm like, if I see any more lies from you guys about this situation, I will sue you guys. Because it's like, that's my public image. Like, I pride myself on the fairness that I show everyone that I work with, right? And my principles. And I'm also very against greed, and I stand against it militantly, which a lot of you will know from my work and how I treat people.
He's not human. And that's why I always say he's not human. He's not like us. He's not selfish. He's not, he cares. He gives a fuck. He tries to help everybody around him. And this is what people fucking do. When I see I'm gonna bring it down. Bring down the volume, baby. You're not gonna get in my head rent-free, Cujo. And you're not gonna get in my head rent-free. Impossible.
I work with, right? So them spreading this stuff that I'm trying to be greedy here massively hurts my public image. So I was like, if you guys lie anymore about this, yeah, I'm gonna do something about it, basically.
Facts.
And then I'm talking to Cujo and things get more heated. We get another email from their lawyer saying,
God.
you know, like, if you won't agree to our terms, we will take 100% of the song. That's where we stand on it. That is final. If you do not agree to this retroactive master split, we're taking everything. So I messaged back. I'm going to show you that email. I messaged back, essentially summarizing this email. I just say, I'm going to take down the song myself. I'm fed up of this. I'm fed up of you threatening me with my own song that I poured myself into. I've explained what it means to me. I explained to both of them what it means to me. So I'm like, I'm taking it down myself. I don't want to let them win over this. I've been in situations in the music industry before where I had to concede because I was broke and I just had to let a powerful, greedy person win over me, you know, like, and I know this is not the same situation. It's not like Cujo is like this in this huge position of power here, but how they've dealt with this whole situation was ridiculous. So I was like,
it was,
rather than like bend to this leverage and just out of principle, I'm just going to take the song off. And it's ironic, man, because the song is about greed, you know, and it hurts me a lot that it's down now. It proper hurts me, man. I can't stress that enough because of what the song was and what the song meant to me, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So I sent these emails. I also sent a mass email out to everybody, the publisher, Cujo, the lawyers involved, just saying how disappointed I am across the board, even from people on my side. I was just disappointed at how this whole situation been dealt with, because ultimately at the core of this situation, the only person getting proper hurt financially from this is me, right? Because of my hard work that I've done to promote this music, because of my story and how that's been exploited. I'm the person who will suffer future losses for the earnings, and that regardless of earnings, fuck earnings for a second, that song I was proud of. What it meant to people, I was proud of. The messages that I get from people every day, telling me like how much they relate to the song, how much it helps them through difficult times.
Fuck Cujo.
You know?
Fuck Cujo for making this man feel that. Oh my goodness, Lord help me, Jesus. I hate this shit. I don't like this type of fucking thing, man. I hate this. You can see it in his fucking face how much this shit hurts him. And you bitch ass niggas sitting over there waiting for a fucking check. Y'all niggas is wild, bro. I hate those type of people, man. I despise them.
How much they relate to the song, how much it helps them through difficult times. You know, like that's gone now. That's taken away from people. So yeah, I'm pissed off. Anyway, so I sent that email out. Me and Cujo share some pretty heated words. If you're a petty person, you'll probably like to pause on some of this. It's ridiculous. If you're a
He's Spanish. Red say you have dealt with this like a cunt. Talk that shit, Red. Pretty rich coming from you, mate. Anywho, you the one that messaged him, you fuck. Fuck you. That's right. Talk to whatever. Tell him your terms. Let's finish this. I have multiple times. You know my terms. And that's irrelevant now. Yep, it's irrelevant. He took it down. Now what? What are you going to do now? It's not on any platform and it's not anywhere. What are you going to do about it now? Now you're going to sit there and bitch and moan. You can't do nothing about it. You're going to get a 50 split or 100% of what now? He took it down. Fuck you. I hope my reaction's still up. If I want to hear it, I have to deal with an hour and a half of me talking shit. I don't give a fuck about the details anymore. I just want this to be over. It is over. And get my bag. You ain't getting shit. The only bag you're getting is a garbage bag, my nigga, for your trash-ass attitude and your trash-ass girl. It's settled. What is he talking about? Settling what? Now he's over here trying to see, let's settle this. Now you want to settle? I've been trying to settle this from the beginning. Now I took it down. Now you want to act crazy? Okay.
Petty person, you'll probably like to pause on some of this. It's ridiculous.
More. You didn't say a single sentence on the call. Not one. That's because I let the professionals handle business like an adult. Man-child. This nigga's crazy. When my lawyer asked you to speak, you said nothing. It's actually pathetic. You piece of shit. Talk that shit, right? Yeah, because he was trying to play me, stupid. Yo, dude. Cujo Beats is out of this world crazy. No one's trying to play you. Laugh out loud. You sold unlicensed sample and chasing more money than you owed. Where's my fucking money then? Wow. He said you sold an unlicensed sample and chasing more money than you're owed. Where's my fucking money then? Oh, that's his answer. That's the type of dude you deal with. Never. Anybody that does a beat with Cujo Beats or does a song with Cujo Beats and want me to react to it, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna touch it. I ain't gonna do it. I don't know who the fuck he is. Y'all niggas is crazy.
One of the things that took the piss the most that he said when I just lost my cool at this point. I lost all patience.
Not gonna listen to your message, but just want to let you know, I think Blank has done you dirty as fuck in this whole thing in his own interest. Even if his lawyer would have contacted him when you said it. The only difference is Ren would have made this video back then. You still, from the beginning to the end, Cujo didn't deal with it the way he was supposed to deal with it. He contacted Ren, and Ren came with him with multiple solutions to deal with it. So it's not he wants everything because he saw how fire the song was. He saw how much that shit made, and now he wants his cut. You got your cut already, bro.
One of the funny things he said after.
Hold on, I didn't finish. I'm upset. I'm gonna do a story time with Ray, and I'm going inside because I'm flustered. I'm sorry it came to this far, and I got so fucked up. I'm going to talk to Blank to see what options we have to end it this month, so we could all move the fuck on. I advise you to hire a new lawyer, peace. So he's trying to tell him that his lawyer is trash. Nigga, you're trash. You sold a beat with a stolen sample. If you didn't do that, none of this would have happened. This nigga's dumb. I thought I didn't know shit. This nigga don't know nothing. And whoever lawyer you got is crazy. I don't want that nigga either. It advised the same, brother, suggesting you take down a song about even contacting the artist and then threatening to remove it before we'd even heard back from the original sample owners is bonkers. If you don't want to listen, I'll say it here. If I see one more lie from you or your girlfriend about this situation, I will sue for defamation, so you be careful. Stick to facts. Don't threaten me, idiot. We never lied. It's a promise. Unlike you and your fans. Oh, nigga, what? Ren, Ren? Nah, nigga, he ain't gonna bring me up into this shit. I take shit personal, my nigga. I got emotional problems, bro. Ren, you tell him about my emotional problems? Don't talk about me, Cujo. I'll slap the dog shit out of you. Fuck out of here. Him and his fans, why you're wrong. This nigga made a whole video with facts. You're wrong. Well, what side do I pick? Rents. That's what I'm saying. Say my name one more time. My name is Vibe Reaction Fan. Say it. Boy, I tell you what, man, I'm not built for this type of shit, man. I ain't built for it. I'll get locked up the first day. I still got anger problems I'm trying to control, bro. Oh, dude, this nigga don't know, man. That shit really got me when he said, unlike you and your fans, I'll slap the shit out of you, bro. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to me. And I hope this nigga watches this video. Oh, please. Your girlfriend literally wrote a whole passage not in the contract. That's a fact. Whatever. Good answer. Whatever. For 300, Bob. What's whatever? Whatever for 300? Shit, some stupid nigga says. Ding, 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 ding. Let me get cornball for 100. Who is Cujo Beats? Fuck out of here, man. And you literally said to me that it was my responsibility to clear the samples multiple times. Can we stop with the petty stuff? That's not petty. So that's what petty means to the haters? That's what petty means to them, facts. So facts equals petty. That's why I got out of this whole conversation. Facts equals petty? So when you bring up facts, stop being petty, bro. Why are you bringing up old shit? No, this is a facts. You don't know how a conversation works? Or debate works? You have to come with facts to back up your claims. Everything that Ren has said from the beginning of this video to now, he has shit to back up what he said. You and your girlfriend are liars. You got screwed my man Ren to force him to take down his fucking song so nobody could get fucking paid. That's a chapter in the Bible, my nigga. You understand that's a chapter in the Bible? Remember the king? They brought this child to the king. And this person's fighting for the child. And that person's fighting for the child. Don't ask me names. It's been a while. And the king says, all right, I'm going to split it down the middle so both of you can have this kid. So both of you can have a piece of this kid. The one guy over there, let's call him Cujo of Lazarus. Cujo of Lazarus. No, that's too close to Jesus. Ren and Lazarus. Cujo from down the block. Yeah, split it down the middle. Let me get my half. And what does Ren do? He can have the whole kid. I'd rather him have the kid and the kid keeps his life than you kill the kid to please both of us. No, not gonna happen. I don't know if it was the kid that was used, but I don't know why a kid came to my head. But you understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? I don't even understand what the fuck I'm saying. All I'm saying is, how you consider that petty? I don't understand cornball language, bro. I'm gonna have to go see a doctor for that shit.
All this was like, if you really cared about your fans, then you would leave them the song. So he was turning it around on.
If you really cared about your fans, then you would leave them the song. Just saying. You have a copyright strike on the song. So even if he leaves it the fuck up, we still can't enjoy it, you fuck. Why does he take it down in every he has to take it down from every platform that he has that song streaming? Because if not, then you'll start attacking that. And then you'll start attacking every place else that is playing on it. So he had to take it down everywhere. So how can they see it? How can they listen to the song? Explain to me, Mr. Smart Guy. Copyright strike means it's not viewable to the audience, you fuck. You understand how that works? Okay then, so how the fuck are we enjoying it? Explain to me how the fuck we enjoying it. If we can't hear it now. That's the, you trying to guilt this motherfucker to put it back up so you can have something to go attack. You're dumb. You don't even know how to strategize when it comes to this business shit. Yeah, you need to walk the fuck off, nigga. Go make a beat for a church or something and go get God. Because you fuck with the wrong one. Rent's gonna be nice. He's gonna be cordial. He's gonna be, he's gonna be Rent. He's gonna be a straight adult about all this. He's gonna take strategic steps to do what he does and get his revenge his way. Like he said, he's gonna do him. He's very smart at doing that. You mess with an ignorant nigga over here, bruh. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't a rapper either. So I don't need your beats. You mean nothing to me. I don't need you for nothing. The original contract didn't have a master split. If you want to chase a breach of contract, you could. You're letting your pride and ego get in the way, mate. I'm not trying to chase shit with you except my bag. Once I get paid, you can do whatever you want with the song. I don't give a fuck. And then Ren told that nigga 13 seconds, go fuck your mother. Just pay me and let's end this. No, don't pay this nigga a dime. Ren, please don't pay this dude a dime.
It was like, if you really cared about your fans, then you would leave them the song. So he was turning it around on me when he'd used the song as leverage. He said, if you cared about your fans, you leave it up for them. Then he said, I'm letting my pride and ego get in the way because I'm not paying him money that I didn't think he deserved for selling a stolen beat, right? He's saying that that's my ego. It's my ego's fault. And then he's just saying, he kept saying, just pay me, let me get my bag, I want the money, just give me my money. I explained to him again, like, dude, I'm not the person that pays you the money. I've explained this to you so many times. It's the publisher. And he's like, all right, cool. It finally seems to sink in that, like, I haven't stolen this man's...
Yeah, that nigga thought Ren had a check that said Cujo on it. That's what he thought. He thought that Ren was the one that's paying off all this shit. How did he go? How long has he been doing this? How long has he's been, dealing with artists and shit like that? I need to know time frames about this dude. Because to me, it sounds like he doesn't know what he's doing. If you're trying to contact a fucking, that's like me doing a reaction to Ren. And then Ren calling me up and saying, yo, Ray, I need 50% of what the fuck you, about the song that you reacted to me, of mine. Of that song that you reacted of mine. Like, nigga, what? That's not how that works. I ain't got no money to give you. I got paid just like you get paid from YouTube. You gotta go contact YouTube for that. And that's why I always add Ren to all my shit. And we always share. Me and Ren, every Ren reaction that I've ever done is a sharing thing. He gets his money, his publishing, I get mine. And every fucking video, Ren gets some type of something in a way. Because he's mentioned, so he gets promo, he gets free promo, he gets all this. That's like him fucking charging me. Like, what, nigga? No. I have no control of that. You get your money and the same way I get my money, bro. That's not how that works. That nigga want Ren to write him a check. Ren, write him a check, Ren. Write him a check, Ren. Give him $25. What the fuck he's worth? That beat was fire, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. The beat was amazing. That beat made that song. Absolutely. But that just shows you, even dumb motherfuckers could do something really good.
All right, cool. It finally seems to sink in that, like, I haven't stolen this man's money. I haven't taken a penny of this man's money. The publisher was at fault for not registering it properly, and they're resolving that, and then he'll get his money from the publishing. I don't want a penny of that. I don't care about that money. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. He deserves a bit of money for making that part of the beat. Sure. He shouldn't have stolen a sample and sold it to me. Theoretically, he could have all of his publishing taken away, but even after all of this, I still agreed to give him a bit of a publishing split, just to shut him up, man. So it's like, I could have been even more petty and dug my feet in there, but I just want this situation over with. So the song's down. The funniest comment that I'm going to end this on, because this is going to be some album artwork, by the way. Single artwork, sorry. This is the next announcement. He goes, "All right, peace. Your music sucks, by the way."
No. How old is he, 12? Your music sucks. I bet you he listens to mumble rap, Rem. Don't even worry about that. He probably listens to mumble rap. He don't know what that means. He don't know what music means.
Which is really funny, considering you know, the message earlier where he told me that it was an honor, or it was like, it was really good to work with me. You know, funny. It's funny, hypocritical, funny. But yeah, sure, my music sucks, brother. Cool. That's gonna be the single artwork, which leads me to my last point, ladies and gentlemen. I'm releasing a song about this whole situation, and it's dedicated to Cujo, and it's coming out next week. It's coming out a week today. It's called Cujo Beatdown.
Get him, man! Get him the fuck out of here, man! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Ren, handle it like a real rapper. Okay. Enough for the talking. Enough for the messaging back and forth. Enough for all that shit. Ren, this is why I love you. It's exactly why I love you. Yes, sir! I'm excited.
Out next week. It's coming out a week today. It's called Cujo Beatdown. And I love it. We made an amazing video for it. I made a beat. By the way, the beat has no unlicensed samples in it. I made the whole thing myself.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how producer does it. That's how producer does it. He makes the whole beat and song. He didn't steal out one sample. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Making a whole beat with no sample. That's crazy. That is out of this world insane. Ren, you went out the box with this one, man. He said shade. I'm throwing shade. He said shade. Go.
The beat has no unlicensed samples in it. I made the whole thing myself. I wrote all the lyrics myself, all the beats are mine. And that'll be going up on YouTube and Spotify next week. I'll also be recreating Sick Boy, because those lyrics and that arrangement is mine.
My nigga! From another trigger, we got reactions. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. He gonna do another Sick Boy? Oh! He said the same lyrics, but he's gonna switch it up a bit. You know what's gonna be crazy? If he contacted that company and he uses that sample. That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
So for the anniversary of Sick Boy the album, you will be getting Sick Boy the beat remade, bigger and better than ever, without Cujo's input on it.
Ooh.
So look forward to that as well. And then there's also a third song dropping that's a little bit more positive. Next week's song is angry, alright? I'm just going to warn you there. And before Cujo and his, like, before they start complaining about blah, 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 artistic license here, you know what? I've said my piece. I'm not interested in ruining your life, bro, but I felt like I needed to get it out somehow. And so I got it.
My nigga, you're gonna get him the fuck out of here. That's what's gonna happen. Everybody gonna be like, yo, who this Cujo nigga is? I ain't working with him. Oh my God, I cannot wait how he puts it together. Oh, I cannot. We said next week, this time next week. What's today? Wednesday. Wednesday of next week? Damn, it's Thursday already. Thursday of next week? Oh my God.
Ruining your life, bro, but I felt like I needed to get it out somehow.
Right.
And so I got it out somehow.
Good
and
job.
I hope you're watching this, man. And I hope you enjoy the song, because it's dedicated to you, baby. Anyway, guys, I know that this was a long video, but I wanted there to be no doubt
my video is
as
long,
to
don't worry
where
about it.
everything stood in this situation and why you don't have a song that means so much to so many people and means so much to me. But there will be a revamped version of that song coming very soon, guys.
Nice.
And if you've made it this far, thank you, sincerely. And I hope there can be no doubt as to this situation. Thank you.
Oh my God. I just got peed a little bit. I think I peed a little bit. This man is angry. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. Oh, I can't fucking wait, man. I can't wait. Oh my God. You made me tear a couple times there, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I can't wait for this shit. See you guys here next Thursday for the reaction of Cujo what? What's the name of the song? Cujo what? Do it again, do it again, do it again. Cujo beatdown. 5/9, September 9th. Oh, what is that? Is that really next week? No. We already in September? Golly. This is crazy. I can't fucking wait. I'll see you guys there. This is gonna be amazing. And I can't wait to hear that revamped version of Sick Boy. I know Rent's gonna do his thing and it's gonna be wonderful. I know it's gonna be a good piece of work. And you know, I get angry. I'm a fan. So the same way that Ren knows how to, how can I say this? The same way that Ren could come at you correct, you know, good verbiage and, you know, handle things the way he handles things. As a fan of this man, when I see fuck shit like this happen, I let my feelings take over what I say. I don't take nothing fucking back of what I said. But I do let my feelings get in the way of a lot of things because I care about him as an artist and I care about his work. And Sick Boy, like I said, was a very, 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 very good piece of work that hit me in a way and resonated with me in a way that I could say was one of my favorite Ren songs. And that's no lie. I love that song to death, but I understand why Ren did it. Ren had to do what he had to do. It's a chess game, and then nigga just checkmated this motherfucker. So, I mean, shout out to Ren for manning up and doing things the way it's supposed to be done. Shout out to you for that. And you know what? I hope after all this shit is said and done, I don't think it's ever going to be over because just by the conversation that Ren was having through messages with him and his girl and everything like that, just the way they handle themselves, this is not going to go very well. And I don't want to be negative, and I don't want to. I'm just trying to gauge it the way I see it. And unfortunately, the way I see it and the way I gauge it is, you're dealing with a whole bunch of people that are selfish and just about themselves. So when you do something like that to spit on their name or whatever the case is, not even spit on their name. He said he's going to be explaining the situation in song form. Right now, he broke it down to us verbally. He's going to start saying it in song form. And deal with it that way. And there's nothing you can do about it. He made the beat himself. No stolen samples. No stolen samples. Can you believe that? Just by the way these people handle themselves through this whole entire situation with all the facts and all the messages up and about. I know this is, I hope it does. I hope they just ignore it and keep on moving and just let it go. Like, he lost whatever he was making off a Sick Boy, that whatever, cool. Like Ren said, he don't give a fuck about the money. It is what it is. If this means that I'm done with you and we don't have to work, we don't have nothing to do with each other anymore, I'd rather take down the fucking song. I'd rather take down the fucking song, and none of us make money. It's checkmate. Can't do nothing about it, bro. Can't do nothing about it. And just take this L. That's all you gotta do. Just take this L. It's about to be handed to you on September 9th. I'm just saying. This is done. All right, I love you guys. I'm going to do my story time with Ray. It's been an hour 26. Ren, I apologize for being a long video in my rants and in my anger. I just love Ren. Ren's my guy. When things like that happen to good people, it pisses me the fuck off. I love you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys later. Peace.
I got a bad feeling about this.
They say Larry is a vibe like my nigga Ray. I be cool and I get high. I roll bigger.